According to some MPs and stakeholders that have attended the budget, their most concern is that the tax base has really been widened, and also it's been crippling down to the ordinary person, looking at the fact that most of the important things that are critical to the ordinary person has really been taxed, such as kerosene and also water.
If you're saying the economy is growing, then remove the levy on water. If you say the economy is growing, then don't overtax the border. If you're saying the economy is growing, please don't levy taxes on kerosene.
Is 82% locally generated, 18% externally generated, good for national security and national independence, that we have as little money as possible being financed from abroad.
It's a good news that Uganda can finance a bigger part of the budget. This is a very good news. That means that the development efforts done in the past by the government with the development partners have achieved a good result.
Nothing has been mentioned about increment of civil servant salaries, and specifically the teachers.
But my disappointment comes when the finance minister mentions to the nation that 21 billion of the Youth Venture Capital Fund has already been spent. And my question to her directly is, who are these young people who have benefited from this money?
As of today, we can fund our own budget by 80%. That is tremendous for a country like Uganda. That means that we now have to put emphasis on electricity, on education, on agriculture, so that we can grow further.
Yes, we need the donors, but once they are not there, we cannot die. So government is able to collect revenue and get other sources of funding from within Uganda so that we can be able to balance our budget.
The poor are going to remain poor, because when you talk of taxing kerosene and putting VAT in water, clean water, that defeats the understanding that we as a people.
But I think it is fair. It's fair. Noting that now we are moving from the 60s to the 80s% contribution by the taxpayer. I think that is a very big achievement.
We can expand the tax base by making the tax rate low, and the people come in compliance, whereby the cost of evading tax is more expensive than paying a lower tax.
He who pays the piper calls for the tune. So if we depend so much on donor money, on development partners, then we cannot say that we are truly independent. So this is a very, very big step ahead for Uganda.